Hello, my name is Kevin Vaughn. I'm the middle school Bible teacher for 6th and 7th grade. And I just want to show you some of my room there, my decorations on the outside. I cherish the opportunity to teach your children. This is my 8th year teaching at Norfolk Christian. I taught 15 years prior to that into New Jersey. I've been married for 23 years. My youngest son, Tobin, he's a senior. He's on the left, and my oldest in the red is Langston. So why don't you come right on in? As my aunt would say, come on right on in, you hear? Here's my classroom here. I love sunrises and sunsets, so I have a lot of pictures of those. And one of the outflows of COVID has been art that has resurfaced. It's been over 30 years since I've done art, and I've never done art like this before. So I want the students to get to know me, get to know the content. I want to get to know them. So right away, we try to do activities, and I try to find out certain tendencies. My goal is to get your children comfortable enough so they can be themselves, and then we can learn, and I can know how best to teach them. I just want to begin to introduce you to the content and curriculum that we're going to see for both 6th and 7th grade. So I'm going to be sharing some of the slides with you, starting right now. So within the 6th grade, what we tend to do is spend our time in the Old Testament. This is going to include a few things, focusing on how God was at work in the lives of the people during the Old Testament times and how humans have disobeyed and rebelled, leading to a corrupt world. We will see specifically God's role and involvement in the nation of Israel through Moses, prophets, judges, and kings. We will also examine the reason why the promised Messiah, Jesus Christ, had to come to save us from sin and make things right between a holy God and sinful mankind. Along the way, some of the skills we want to work on is the ability to study God's word, the ability to meditate on God's word, and also to memorize God's word. So with that, we will have memory work. We will be examining certain passages together as we go throughout the course of the year, and that is for 6th grade. In 7th grade, the central focus is the New Testament, and we will examine the themes. We also will examine how the New Testament is structured and that Jesus Christ is a central figure of the New Testament. In fact, the entire Bible. Lastly, we'll examine the life of Christ and the history of the church. Along the way, the same skills from 6th grade, we will continue those skills in studying, meditating, and memorizing God's word. As far as the assessments for both 6th and 7th grade, the types of quizzes include Bible memory work, summaries of passages and written reflections. Sometimes we have quizzes based upon just the notes and discussions. And those quizzes are posted on NCS Connect, and generally you have time in advance. I try to schedule my tests at least 6 to 8 days in advance, tests and quizzes. Speaking of tests, they include memory work in which we've done lengthy passages. For example, in 7th grade, we will memorize all of Ephesians chapter 2. So as we start with those verses and build and build and build, at some point, a collection of 8 or 9 verses will be function as a test. We also have in-class Bible projects. Some of them are artistic. Some of them are video-based. And occasionally there's some take-home projects, but majority of the projects are done in class. Take-home ones include Bible journals. 6th grade, we will journal the book of Proverbs. So we will see that when that time comes, different booklets and also other art projects. So if you have any questions, my information is here. This is my email address. You can call the school. I'm available, make myself available to you to answer whatever questions you may have. I enjoyed the start of the year. I think we're going to have a great year. Praying for the Lord's favor with everything going on in our world and with the things we have to deal with in the classroom. And so we want to see God's mighty hand at work in all of your children. And again, I count it a privilege and a pleasure to be your children's teacher. Thank you.